What's up, y'all? Y'all know who it is. It's your boy JP, the install guy. Hoping to make your install life a little bit easier. Today we got 2013 Toyota Avalon. I'm gonna show you how to take this radio out and install your own. If these are the things that you're interested in, consider subscribing. This is what we do. Anything car audio or install related, that's what the channel is about. All right, so first thing we want to do is we want to remove this top part. It's going to go from the passenger side all the way over here to the driver's side. I'm going to use my panel removal tool. So now that I popped that first clip, I'm going to actually use my hand. So I can use my own pressure instead of relying on that. And we're gonna have that. We got one harness back here in the back for the hazard lights. So the little leather part that's hooked up to the bottom of this instrument cluster is attached to the shroud piece of the steering column. So you will have to take that part off unless you just pull it straight up, and then you'll have like the little clips that's attached to the leather. Me personally, if you guys don't want to take off the stuff as much as possible, the only thing you need to get to is those two 10mm bolts at the top, and you can just hold this part up and then take that radio part out. I'm trying to record with both hands, so I'm gonna go ahead and take this part all the way out. Like I said, this is that leather piece right here. You have these clips at the top, so they just came out and they will go right back in to these holes right here, and then you won't have to actually take off the strap piece. Next we have this piece at the bottom that needs to come out. I'm gonna put my panel removal tool here, right here, and then I'm gonna pull that down. Like I said, once I get that first little piece of tension, I like to use my hands unless I can't. With that out the way, we have two 10mm bolts at the bottom. So that being said, now you guys don't want to do too much pulling, because as you can see, that harness right there goes to the AC and it is a short harness. So we kind of want to stick our hand up here and get that out. Then that'll allow us to get this radio all the way out here, and then we can remove some of these harnesses. All right, so before we get into the other dash kit preparation, we have the factory radio here, and we need to take this stuff apart. So we need to take this chrome trim off. It's gonna be one screw right here, and it's gonna be one more at the bottom that we need to take out. Now removing those two screws makes it a little bit easier over here, but we still got some tension on this side. So I can look under it. It might be a screw, it might be a clip, but we have to take some more stuff off, so we're just gonna wait on that. Next thing we want to do is we want to take off this panel clip. It's held in by 4 very small screws. So yeah, there was one holding this down, and then 1, 2, and 3. Next is gonna be 9 screws that we have to take off. This motherboard, circuit board, whatever you want to call it, is gonna be 1 right here, 2, 3. Then you're gonna have 4, 5 right there, 6 right there. Oh. And right there is 7. Behind that piece is 8. And right here, we're gonna have to pull this back to get to number 9. That one directly is on the circuit board. Let's take those out. Want to remove these 2 screws that's holding these clips together. Clip. There we have that chrome piece. This whole thing is supposed to come up so we can get to the passenger airbag connector over here. So the 2 Phillips that's holding the AC together to this bracket, I want to go ahead and take that off. right, I want you guys to look a little close. So right here, 1, 2, 3, it's going to be these tabs that lock on to this right here. All I did is I took my removal tool and I got up under here and got between the tab and got between that part on all three, and then I was able to remove that. The thing that you got to look out for is this little notch is stuck in here. If you don't take these brackets off, you can go ahead and take it off. That will make it a whole lot easier. At the end of the day, try to take off as less things as possible. So now that we actually have that detached, we want to take out this passenger airbag circuit board. It's 2 screws, one right here, one right here. Put this somewhere safe. And then all we did is we literally just slid this AC part out. This will need to go onto the new dash bezel. So the radio that we're actually putting in is a Sony XAV 3200. It is a, what I like to call, a oversized single DIN radio. Does have Apple CarPlay and Android Auto. Comes with a 4-foot USB extension on the back. And here is the dash kit. So this is the piece that it comes with. This is a high gloss black. It's going to come with the front bezel part. Then you're also going to get a pocket. The only reason you would need this pocket is if you're installing a single DIN. We're not installing a single DIN, it is a double. It is technically still a double DIN size radio, even though it mounts like a single DIN in the back, because it does not have a detachable face. If it was detachable, then we would use that pocket, but since it's not, we are not going to use it. Next, you have your side brackets. These two are going to go on the radio, and then you're also going to have your AC controls that mount down here at the bottom. That's why we took that off. And then we have another bracket that's going to hold that circuit board that we got for the passenger bag air light. And then we have those 2 of the clips. So the first thing we want to do is take our passenger airbag. You see the LEDs right here at the top. They're going to go inside these holes, and you don't have to worry about it looking tacky because they do provide you with a passenger airbag sticker that we're going to put on last. So let's carefully put this circuit board back down and line everything up. And we're going to put the 2 screws back in. So there's a small notch right here that makes it easy for you to line this back up, and the 2 screws that we put in is going to be in this hole and that hole. And now we should be able to put the back plate on and then put in a whole nother screw, securing everything together. Next, we're going to take 3 of these screws and we're going to mount it here, here, and there. Next, we want to take this piece that came off of the original, set it over here on these 4. We want to screw those in. Now, these did come with some screws, 2 bags of them, as a matter of fact. I'm actually going to use a combination of the ones that came out the factory and the ones that came with it. So as long as it fits, that's the one that I'm using. On the back of the factory radio, there were 2 places for 2 clips, and they were both flush, but as you can see, this one is inside and this one is flush here. So with the 2 clips that's provided from Metro, we want to put the small one on the top, and then we want to put the long one at the bottom so they could be the same height. Now, unfortunately, this bag did not come with these clips, so it's all good. We're just gonna take them from the old ones. You're gonna look right here, you're gonna see these notches right here at the bottom. They're going to go in these holes on the bigger side. And what we're gonna do is we're gonna put this in and then slide it a certain way. So, see if I can see it at the top. Put them in, slide it over that way. And what I want to do is I want to take my brackets and then I want to go ahead and line it up right here. And the same screw that came out of the AC, we're going to put it back in. And just remember, you have that small little notch right there. Just want to go ahead and line it up and it'll just kind of stay in place. Now I can take my radio slide it in. Next, we want to take the chrome piece, pop it in on that side, and then use those same two existing screws, one right here and one right here. Personally, I probably wouldn't have did the high gloss. I probably went with the matte black finish. I'll try to find both of the dash kit options and put them in the description for you. But as you can see, this is what it looks like when it's going back inside the car. Now, let's put the sticker right there. Alright, y'all, finally, let's get this thing wired up, get back inside the car. So this car did not come with the premium sound system, but it did come with the factory backup camera and steering wheel controls. So we're going to make sure we retain all of that stuff. First thing I want to do is solder my steering wheel control wires from the Maestro SW to the steering wheel control harness. That way we can create a small little pigtail, leaving the power and the ground kind of hanging out. That way we can hook that up to the 1761 radio harness. Now, as far as retaining the backup camera, we did use a harness from Access, and it comes with the 12 volt to 6 volt converter. Now, I do have a video showing you guys how to install the Maestro SW and this 12 volt to 6 volt step down, so I will make sure that I link those for you. As far as that radio wiring harness, everything else is pretty much standard. Now, I understand that a lot of people don't understand what those wire colors are, and if that's you, don't worry, I did make a video showing you how to wire up a radio where we go over those wire colors, and that video is linked down there in the description, and the car should be popping up in the corner. If you need any more in-depth help, then I am making an introduction to car audio course, and you can find out when that becomes available by signing up on our newsletter at jptheinstallguy.com. Now, I also want to take the time to actually thank anybody who chooses to support the channel, whether you guys get your products from jptheinstallguy.com by hitting those links down there in the description, or you get a fan supporter subscription from jptheinstallguy.com or the Patreon. All that goes a long way with me, because at the end of the day, you didn't have to, but you've seen enough value to where you wanted to support, and it is greatly appreciated. Now, at the end of it all, this is what the radio looks like when it's all said and done. Steering wheel controls work, backup camera works, and that's about it. So if you guys find any type of value in the video, please hit that like button. Don't forget to subscribe, share, comment if you want to. This JP signing out, telling you guys to keep going, keep growing, and have a blessed day. Peace.